Thanks for watching. Today we're personalizing the look of the Axial SCX6 Trail Honcho.
Hooray! Hooray for everything!
Thanks for watching. Today we're personalizing this SCX6 Trail Honcho a tiny bit. I have already taken everything apart, so you don't get it like this. It's not like a you need to assemble it yourself kit. There are a lot of cool things about this ready-to-run truck. I have already mentioned in some of my other videos, the interior panel looks really good, especially up close. When you have a closer look at it, it's absolutely fantastic. A lot of cool detail going on. I do want to perhaps hit it with a coat of flat clear. Also, this light cluster in the front just looks fantastic. Really nice headlight clusters. Built-in LEDs in all of those parts, and also this grill section that sits underneath the front window. All of that stuff, we will throw that back together once we start to reassemble this body. For now, I just want to add my own touches to it and at least put some sort of HemiStorm logo over the sides. Apart from that, I also need to change out a few of the stickers, since I took off the stock black Rhino rims and I put on the Proline method rims. If at any point in time you think like, hey, where did he get all this stuff? There will be links to all of the parts in the video description box. Also, there is a subscribe button over there. Feel free to hit that along with the like button if you like painting. Let's mask this thing up. One of the things that I did not like in watching back some of my running footage is the red on the inside of the body, and also that it is fairly transparent. I'm not sure if you can see it, but the paint is not really a thick coat, so there's not like a lot of coverage going on. In this case, that kind of helps me in determining what I'm going to do on the outside. So with that bit of see-through, I'm going to make that help me assist to put the lines on the outside. So in this case, it's not a bad thing at all. But afterwards, I will make sure that the inside of the body is completely black, just so it looks a tiny bit more realistic when I take it out on the trails. I'm not going to do anything on the hood. I will do something in the front, just because I think that the grille section looks a tiny bit bland. I might even cut out some of these parts and replace them with mesh, just to make it look better. After you take all of this stuff apart, so I took the back cage off, took the interior out, took that front grille off, took the lights out. You do of course need to wash this, because there is always some sort of contaminant on there that will make sure that your paint does not stick. What I did is regular hand soap, a sponge. Did not use the coarse side of the sponge, but just really carefully degrease everything, and after that let it sit to dry. I will now give it a quick wipe with a paper towel, just to make sure that I get rid of any water residue. That goes for both the inside and the outside. And after that, I will make sure that I mask up the windows, at least on the inside, and then we're going to have a look on what I'm going to do on the outside. Let's get to masking.
Trouble, head in my way.
So far so good. I put on all this white color on that HemiStorm logo. After that, I splattered it using some gold and champagne just to complement those method wheels that I also mounted to the truck. Right now I'm going to fill this stuff in with black, so I also have some shapes on the roof which I still need to peel, and also on the other side I have some black that I need to peel. In addition, I want to peel this part of the front just to make this look more like a Toyota Tacoma. I also have chopped out part of the grille. It's not the cleanest of jobs, but it will just have to do until I can print something to my liking. But I think in tapering this outward instead of inward, it will definitely aid to this looking more Toyota-esque. I think that this will put it pretty close. So I now hacked out this pizza pie piece on the outside, and also on the inside I have taken away some of the masking. The inside I want to give that a coat of black as well entirely, just black out some of that red if you do have any type of look through in that interior, or if the sun is hitting it from behind, just because I thought that the coat of paint was a tiny bit thin. And in blacking it out, it will also make sure that this frame around the headlight, that's complete again. Plus it will be glossy, and this black on the outside, I will give that a coat of flat clear once I'm done.
I've been wondering what has happened to you now. Am I the only one who's struggling to move on? Yeah. Guess I thought that this was meant to last. Now I wish I was still living in the past. Yeah. Never felt so damn frustrated. You're just wasting my time. All the feelings that I dread is ringing in my head. Can't believe the words you said. Ringing in my head. Somebody save me. Now we're hanging by a thread, and it's ringing in my head. All your friends are now my enemies. Always tell you what to do. Can't keep up with all the bullshit they're throwing your way. Always looking for the easy way. Now they're walking over you. Yeah.
Well, apart from the logo, I finished up some of the background stuff, so I wanted to have something that went along with that sticker that you find on the hood. So I sprayed on some black, some gunmetal and some bright silver, and I clear coated all that with a flat clear just for some extra protection. Right now we're going to peel all the masking, and hopefully it turned out okay. If not, there's always future opportunities to do better.
We're hanging by a thread, and it's ringing in my head.
So far so good. I do need to black out this sticker because there it says Black Rhino. I just took those rims off, so those I can't have anymore. And I think I have some stickers laying around in my sticker drawer that I can put on that spot, and also add a few more. These plates, these triangular steel plates that you find. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the left one on the right and the right one on the left. So I'm just going to flip them essentially. Put some new stickers on there to make sure that it corresponds with what I'm doing, and put them back on. Just like that it's done, and just like that I also got a seasonal cold that I will try to shake in the days ahead. Just to explain what I did over here. This stuff on the top, that's just completely random, so I had a look at that hood decal and took some color from that, decided to replicate some of that on the top just because I wanted to kind of counterbalance it. Also, these stickers sitting on the front over here, wanted to kind of counterbalance that, so I put mine on the right instead of on the left, just to make it look a bit more coherent. Now, I took those same colors, put those around those HemiStorm logos that I put on the doors. Those logos, of course, look a bit obnoxious with some gold splatter and whatnot, but who cares, you know, because it is off-road racing, right? So in that, I think I wrapped all those colors around the truck pretty nicely. It really does not take a lot to personalize a truck. You can also do that using just 1 or 2 colors. Just get creative, take your time and see what you have laying around in order to replicate something or create something that you feel a bit more attached to than just a bone stock truck. I do think that adding some black on the inside of this body is a really good step, just because it really deepens that red a bit more, and also out on the trails it will look a lot more realistic with no light pouring through on all these weird angles. So that is definitely something that I would investigate if I were you and you have one of these trucks. Of course, I do have some licensed Toyota sticker sheets laying around. And in that, suddenly this became a licensed truck. So you will see a lot of TRD logos. One here, one on the sun visor, because hey, why not? It does look like a Tacoma. And seeing that I had those stickers laying around, I just took some liberties and stickered it up to make it really look like one. Also added a Tacoma logo over here on the front fender. Yes, I know that that's supposed to sit on the door, but who's counting and who cares? Just because, you know, I did not want to obscure that HemiStorm logo. That's also the reason why I have not added a door handle yet. We will see if I will do that in the future. The headlights, I think that that's one of the most important modifications of this entire build that I've done, of these modifications that I've done. Just because this really makes it look, I think, a lot more like a Toyota. So instead of having it tapered inside, tapering that black outward, really gives it more of a Toyota face than you would otherwise have. I also added a little Easter egg inside the headlights with a topography map or some topography lines, elevation lines, whatever you call them, on the bottom of the headlight cluster. And if you look inside, like behind the grill piece, you will also see a Toyota logo. I'll make sure you see a close-up of that. Also added a Night Customs logo to the front, just because this is essentially a Proline metric body, which is designed by Night Customs. So that's like a hat tip to him. Proline logo over here, just because, you know, I'm running those Proline rims. Some KC highlight stickers over here as well, just to make sure that you know that I got some lights sitting on the front. Yeah, and apart from that, I think this makes it look a bit more complete than it did right out of the box. So I hope that this shows you that it doesn't take a lot to make the SCX6 Trail Honcho look personal. All of the parts that I used in today's video, like for example those ProLab Method wheels and also those dual stage foams, I will make sure that there's links to those in the video description box. Also, of course, to the Honcho itself. I will now go and recover from this cold with a hot shower and some soup, and I hope I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, hit me up in the box below, and take care. Bye bye.
Test. We're back on.